All right, I just want to make a quick video kind of on my current thoughts of Bitcoin. Um, I want to make a gun to my head where I predict Bitcoin going. So, gun to my head, I think we kind of build out a range here. Maybe we dip below like 70, but I think, you know, people were in agreement. This is kind of too expensive now. We built a range up here and we broke from it, so and it was a long range, so that's not going to resolve itself fast. Now we do have this kind of imbalance move, which is like a fast move up. We're not a lot of chopping like this, and we have this low volume area. So gun to my head, um, unless we get like a crazy drop in stocks or something, I would have to guess that we kind of fill this range out like this. I think this kind of, obvious SR level up here will probably cap us, and we might get another probe near the low, but kind of gun on my head, that's what I would expect. And this can all get flipped upside down if SPX decides to absolutely nosedive off a cliff. So, just keep that in mind. Yeah, I mean, if SPX goes to even, let me pull up the ES chart so I can see the volume and stuff. I mean, if ES even goes to like, how much of a correction is that? Like 54 for 10%. I mean, that's not even that big. Like, what about like a 15% or a 20? Yeah, I mean, if we get if we get a 20% correction in the SPX, I don't think Bitcoin would hold that range. So again, I don't have a crystal ball. I have no idea honestly what's going to happen. This is just kind of what I'm thinking. Or if this doesn't happen, what's my kind of, so one, we range. Two would be we reaccept back into this range. So range, let's just say acceptance. We reaccept back into this range. Maybe we get a bounce here and then we just kind of die. Again, my kind of stupid rules. I would expect the other side. This range is huge though, so we would probably get bounces from here, and you never know. But um, this kind of weak structure, again, this doesn't matter as much, like I've been talking about in Solana, because Bitcoin's a much more mature asset. It doesn't hunt liquidity as nearly as violently as it used to say the least. So, you know, this is kind of my higher probability one range in this low volume area. Fill it out, kind of like we filled this out. Number two, range acceptance below on this area here. And then if we break below this range, I mean, we'll see. I think if we do end up going near the lows and we end up, like the Sailor stuff and how much he bought, it could get a lot worse. But I mean, we're not even close to it, so I'm not gonna even entertain something like that now. But this is like yearly VWAP. I think this is yearly, right? Let's see. Yeah, so I mean, it's very simple, but I'd like to use these VWAPs as like big ranges. So, this is like the value area high is like the value area low. We can see we kind of tapped this value area high here, but what does the quarterly look like? The quarterly was there. Yeah, I mean the quarterly, it doesn't look great. There's no value in it like breaking up, and it's just you can't really use that as a range. So more interested in the yearly. We'll see if we can hold this 70, 77 area. Um, Again, if we start accepting above 90, I guess that's my kind of third thing. Accept above, I can't spell. Accept above 90. If we accept above 90, we get a good move. That's probably my next kind of trade there. These single prints here. I'm just curious. Let me put on the monthly. Yeah, so we also, you can see these kind of single prints. I mean, maybe the real trade's like right there. We have more singles down here, and then we get into this bigger range. Okay, it's kind of all I was checking out. I mean, even on the month, you guys can see this is about 1, 2, 3, 4 months of ranging. So when you get a break from that, it's usually not something that just resolves itself real fast. So that is what I'm checking out. Gun to my head, where is Bitcoin going? Hopefully ranging, boring. Bad news, we get accepted back lower, is what it is. Kind of some plays I am looking at for next week. Again, I'm still kind of looking for those SPX shorts. I shorted some when we got that pump into the close. Let me turn on back adjusted. Just so you guys know, you always want to turn on back adjusted if you're using these VWAPs. Just a little tip. Yeah, I mean, I I still don't see the strength in SPX. I know I've been talking about this a lot recently, but I don't. I don't think I just don't think it matters where we bounced yesterday. So I'm getting into more shorts, some longer dated puts. That's kind of my plan. Other than that, I am intraday trading. I'm just looking at the alts here. It's kind of one's been pretty interesting. I've been intraday trading Solana mostly. Um, I do want to give an update on this coin as well. This coin has just been amazing to trade. That play we've been talking about kind of worked out great. We got reaccepted in the range where we bounced the range low. Now again, this was more luck on the range low because of the sentiment we were in, and then it also happened. Was it on the unlock on Friday? I think the unlock was on Friday. Of course, we we bottomed on the unlock. Just kind of classic. But guys, look at this 3 drives pattern. 1, 2, 3, classic kind of crypto bottoming pattern. And then we also have the kind of volume fall off here. This is relative volume, so it's not going to show it accurately. Let me change it. Let's see. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, anyways, let's see the volume. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So the volume, we get high amount of volume, lower, and we get this final kind of capitulation where it picks up again. But yeah, I mean, Solana too. I don't know if we get over 150, maybe it's like a long, just kind of targeting this weak positioning here. Um, let's see. Yeah, it looks okay. So, just be safe. Don't just short into the hole. I mean, ETH looks like absolute garbage. I probably won't even trade this at all anymore. Even though there's good liquidity, I just have no interest in trading it. All right, I think that was it. Just those scenarios for Bitcoin, guys. I don't have a crystal ball. Nobody does. If anyone speaks in certainties in this business, they would be lying to you. So, just keep those scenarios in mind. I have the 90K trade I'm looking at. If we get above there, it looks great. If we kind of reject from there, that's what you don't want to see. I mean, I say 90K, but we could get up here. We fill out this kind of inefficient price action, and then we just reject from here or something. So, who knows? But that's just kind of my base case. My base case is range. Buyers and sellers disagreed at the top. Let's see if they can find agreement here between like 70 at 90K. If they don't, we're going to go lower. And I think it's dependent on SPX, more or less. So that's just my thoughts. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. All right, thanks.